Hello Bison fans, I'm Jeremy Jorgensen, joined by head wrestling coach Roger Kish, and we're going to talk Bison wrestling. We're ending the season here pretty soon with a duel coming up on Friday. The regular season ends, and then the tournament action hits with the Big 12s coming up in a little bit here in a few weeks. But coach, you're coming off a bye week. How did you guys handle the bye week? Was it a chance for the guys to get a little mental break and physically kind of get back to where they need to be?
Yeah, and that I think we made the most of our time, and you know, I mean that in the most loose sense possible. We took some time off the mat. We gave our guys a few days off the mat, out of the weight room. Really tried to keep them out of the facility for the most part, and you know, really just let their bodies heal up. And it's a long season this time of year. It's you know, the mental aspect is just as crucial as the physical game, and so it was nice to take a little break here, and you know, we took some time off last week, got a couple nice workouts in towards the end of last week, and then got ready to go here on Monday. So it's we're feeling good and excited.
Let's talk about this duel, dive into it. South Dakota State, it's a Friday night duel, 7 o'clock, Frost Arena in Brookings. South Dakota State's 13-2. They lost to Minnesota and Arizona State in duels earlier in November. Break down this duel for us. They're obviously good at 133 with Seth Gross. Everyone knows who he is, #1 in the nation. Where are they at after that?
Well, you know, I think there's just going to be a lot of notable matchups, key matchups that are really going to help, you know, swing the duel one way or the other. They're extremely talented. They got a veteran group out there. Their success is really undeniable. You see what they've done, the duels that they have under their belt. They're a really talented team, and they've done a really nice job. You know, but there's going to be some good matches. 125 pounds is going to be a key matchup. I think that's going to be a rematch of the semifinals of the Bison Open here. So we'll see those guys again where we came out on the losing end of that. But, you know, we feel pretty good about where we are right now and the gains that we've made throughout the season. But you're going to see a lot of matches like that. Probably the key match or premier match is going to be at 157. You know, two ranked wrestlers, two really talented guys, both fifth-year seniors. You know, so it's going to be really a good battle there. And you know, there's going to be a lot of tight matches. I think key matches: 125, 141, 149. You know, heavyweight's going to be another key match, and then there's a couple competitive matches that we're really going to see that we got to come to wrestle.
This is kind of a rivalry match. So the guys get excited for this one. It's on the road, so it'll be a hostile environment. But is this a duel that the guys get fired up about?
You know, it's at the end of the day, it's just another match. But you know, it probably carries a little more weight. You know, we got the border bell on the line. It's you know, a border war with South Dakota State. There's been a rivalry there for years and years, and you know, it's something I'm sure our guys get a little extra excited for. But in our preparation, we try not to build it up more than it has to be. And it's just another match. We got to go out. We got to wrestle our very best and position ourselves here for the end of the year.
What's the timing like after this duel? So you just came off a bye, wrestle South Dakota State Friday, then there's another week off, then it's the Big 12. So how do you handle this time of year? There's some recruiting involved, lots of things on your plate still, even though you're not wrestling actively every week. Well,
you know, I think the first and foremost on our minds is getting these individuals prepared for their match coming up on Friday, and finding ways to get each individual prepared the best way we can for Big 12's NCAA tournament, and that's really the most important thing. Everything else is really, you know, going through the motions and on the back burner. So this time of year is just crucial to making sure our guys get what they need, and they're fully confident and prepared going into our last duel in postseason.
Has this been a good year for college wrestling as a whole? It seems like there's a lot of attention about it. Some really good programs at the top there that are getting some press, getting some television coverage. Overall, do you feel like the sport's healthy right now?
Yeah, it's you know, it's in a great place. It's got a long way to go. There's no doubt about it. We're, I think, still in the infant stages of where we want to be in the grand scheme of things, and adjustments that will continue to be made to help improve wrestling, help improve the sport locally, nationally, internationally. So it's we're on the right track. We got a lot of good leaders in the sport of wrestling, and it's come a long way, but it's got a long ways to go yet.
Awesome. Well, it's going to be a great duel Friday night, 7 o'clock. We're going to be following along. We'll recap it for you next week. Best of luck to you and the guys.
Yeah, thanks.
NDSU, SDSU, Friday night, 7 o'clock. It's a duel, a Big 12 one. It's huge. We'll recap it next week. Have a good one, everyone.